I love me some Denzel, but Do the Right Thing is like one of the best movies ever made. So.
All right, so I sort of lied about putting you on the spot. I won't ask you your top 5 rappers. However, I will play a little game with you that I play with all of my guests here on the podcast called This or That, where I give you 2 choices. You got to pick one. It's just like, don't wiggle out of it. They're right. Yeah, go ahead. Give me that look. It's okay. But yes, you can get there. We can do this. So
don't have me become a meme now. Don't do me like this now. Don't have me out here leaking, man.
No, I won't. No, I think your father might have that part covered in terms of the memes. I think I don't know if you're gonna ever surpass that one. So at any rate, all right, here we go with This or That. All right, would you rather have rushed for 2,000 yards in a season in the NFL, or have a movie that grosses over $1 billion worldwide?
B. that one. I guess that for the second that whatever the $1 billion that.
That's
B
that.
Yes.
That. B with $1 billion. By the way, do you still hold the rushing record at Morehouse, or do you know?
I don't think so. I was told it was broken maybe a couple of years ago. That really hurt. Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. That one hurt. That one hurt a lot because it's easy to say. You can't say, yeah, I'm one of the highest historical rushes. No, I was like, I am the running back at Morehouse. I am no longer that.
Oh man, I'm
hurts.
So sorry for you. I saw that, or at least I read that you are a big Sex and the City fan, or were. Is this correct?
Oh no, still am. Had the pink suede cover, DVD book. Huge fan. Those women really they taught me a lot.
I bet they did. So Samantha or Charlotte?
Charlotte.
What?
Charlotte York. I love Charlotte. Yeah, because she really believed in love. You know, she had different ways of doing it, but I was a huge fan. I love Charlotte.
Okay, all right. Charlotte, it is. It just feels like
you seem surprised.
No, just because I'll admit I stereotyped you as a guy. Like I thought you for sure would go. You would go with Samantha being the more bold one in various areas. So look at that.
Charlotte.
You proved me wrong, all right? Coming to America or Trading Places?
Coming to America.
Is that your favorite comedy of all time?
That might be one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, it's flawless in my opinion. Actually, I watched it. I watched it a couple of times a year. I rewatched it maybe a week ago. And that's another one of those movies. Like I find something new every time. That barbershop scene alone, like all those scenes, oh my God, like it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And just Black excellence, like just how it celebrates culture. Like it was so much talking about medicine. There's a lot of medicine in that film too. No, it's flawless to me. It's one of my favorite films of all time.
So how many times did you have to watch it before you figured out that was Cuba Gooding Jr. sitting in the barber's chair?
I'll put it like this. I figured it out when in college. When I watched it, it just clicked. I was like, oh, Cuba Gooding Jr. in the chair. So I mean, who knows? I don't know what the count. I might have been on 100 at that point. I might have seen that like 300 times. That movie. It's like the McDowell's when he trips over the stairs when he's like. Oh my God! It's
Oh no, that literally that scene. I think Frankie Faison is the actor. Like when my man falls down the steps, you're written damn shame what they did to that dog, man. Like
it's so many quotables. I mean, I quote it all the time. Like just my son works like whatever. Now I'm on lettuce. Now I'll be on fries. He said in 2 years, assistant manager. Now that's when the big bucks start. I mean, you can't. That movie is it's a classic. One of the best movies ever.
So that being said, are you at all nervous about the remake or the sequel rather?
See, there you go. Let me put it like
I'm a
this.
little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me put it like this. I'm sure everybody involved did a wonderful job, and they're going to put out the best product they know how to put out for sure. I trust that.
Very polished answer. Very polished answer, JD.
I'm emotional. I'm emotional about the first one. Obviously, it's like very personal, coming to America. So
I understand. All right. Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises?
Okay. So this is a complicated answer. I think that Heath Ledger performance was one of the greatest performances of all time. I mean, Jack Nicholson has been my favorite Joker, and Heath kind of came in and I think it's Heath for me now. It's close. It depends on the month, but it's between Heath and Jack Nicholson. But as a whole film, I actually say Rises. I think I've probably watched Rises more. I'll put it like that than the Dark Knight.
Yeah, that is what's so strange about it. Is like everybody recognized what a truly like monumental performance that Heath Ledger has. But yet at the same time, I find myself, I've seen Dark Knight Rises a billion times. Every time it's on, it's like Tom Hardy is so about quotables. Like, like Tom Hardy was dropping bars in that whole thing. Bars all the time. He was, man. He was dropping bars. Do you feel in charge? Like, I must have been quoting Bane for like ever. And I'm like, wow, how is this possible? Yes. But I get it. I mean, that's probably, it's definitely in the conversation for best trilogy ever made. Like, definitely.
I agree.
Totally. Sure.
So, no, you're right. You bring up a good point. I mean, it's almost like Tom Hardy's performance is underrated because you know what I mean. Because he killed that. He was incredible. You're right. But it's because you got the Joker. The Joker. We all love the Joker in a weird, twisted way. So it's it's a tough. But Rises as a whole, I have to say.
I'm feeling that. Do the Right Thing or Malcolm X?
Malcolm.
You feel like you got it. It probably wasn't a set of questions. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It's like Spike Lee movies, you know.
This and that, okay?
Yeah. I mean, one of the actors helped to birth you. That's it. So, no small thing.
Again, maybe like the Heath Ledger Batman. I love me some Denzel, but Do the Right Thing is like one of the best movies ever made. So.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
With the best protest anthem ever. Fight the power. You're right, for sure. I get it. That was tough. And finally, your favorite role. In Devil in the Blue Dress, you were the boy with the toy rifle. And you were the student in the classroom in Malcolm X. So which one is your favorite?
I'll put it like this. I had more meat on the role. For Malcolm X, there was more there. It was more of a backstory. It was. I had more responsibility in Malcolm X. It was such a deep role. I think I would highly recommend you go back and see the work that was done from that kid. I'm gonna go with Malcolm X. That every day and twice on Sunday, just because of the asks, of the role. It was just.
You had to really get in the character, right? You had to really concentrate. You had to go deep.
I went method, Crazy.
That's right. Forget about Tenet. Your defining role, the student in the classroom in Harlem.
Malcolm X. That's right.
Malcolm X.